Bernie Sanders pulling ahead in the latest Iowa and New Hampshire primary polls. But does the rest of the party feel the burn? Or will the Democratic Party want to see his flame burn out as it did in 2016? Joining me now to discuss this, Democratic strategist Kevin Walling. Thanks for coming on today.
Hey, Rob, good morning.
Good morning to you. Let's look at two quick polls here. Very important, Iowa and New Hampshire. And you see Bernie Sanders in Iowa. Look at him, 30% in a trusted poll here over Joe Biden, 9 points over Joe Biden. And in New Hampshire, up by 7 points. What is your party going to do about Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, it's a great question, Rob. Clearly the Sanders camp has got to be happy with these two polls. It's all a question of when you surge, when you have the momentum. And, of course, we're less than a week from Iowa voters going to the polls next Monday. And the Sanders team has got to be feeling pretty good about where he stands right now. Now, it's any question if he can maintain that. Of course, he's been sidelined along with the other senators who are stuck here in Washington, not on the ground campaigning. So we'll see if that has an effect in the last week.
All the energy is with candidates like Bernie Sanders, all the energy on the far left part of your party. But you've got people like now former President Obama, Hillary Clinton is beating up on him. A lot of people going after Bernie Sanders. A lot of people think he was slighted of the nomination in 2016. It seems like the Democratic establishment is trying to do that again this time.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of raw feelings, certainly from 2016, Rob. I think Senator Sanders has had this burn the house down kind of mentality, along with a lot of his supporters. One of the interesting things coming out of 2016 is nearly 14% of those voters who supported Senator Sanders in the primary switched over and voted for Donald Trump in the general election. So I think there is a lot of hard feelings among his supporters that he was slighted in 2016, despite the fact that Hillary Clinton won millions more votes in the primary.
If Bernie is slighted out of this, if somehow the DNC figures out a way to push him out of the way and put somebody like Biden up there, how do you bring that coalition together to vote in 2020? I mean, if you burn that far left flank a second time, how do you get them to vote for your moderate candidate?
Yeah, we can't afford to do that. I think fundamentally Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders have been friends for a long time. They served together for many years in the United States Senate, worked together as vice president. So whoever the nominee is, and both Senator Sanders, the vice president, everyone who's running has committed to get behind whoever the nominee is. But we need that sign of unity because, of course, we know the number one factor for Democratic primary voters is who's best to defeat Donald Trump. So we've got to rally behind one another regardless of who that nominee is.
Okay. All right. Well, AOC said only in America am I in the same party as Joe Biden, and it does seem like there's a big split in your party. So we'll see. They say it's a big tent. Kevin, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Rob.